Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so I just have a question. I'm not sure if this is like talked about enough, but I know that social media in real life is totally different. But I've been talking to this guy for like a month and a half, and I noticed that he likes a bunch of girls' pictures, including bikini pictures and selfies and thirst traps. But when it comes to like my posts, he doesn't like anything. So I'm not sure if it's giving hater or if it's giving like he's trying to humble me, or do you know what the reason being is?
Nah, it's given that you need to get the fuck off the internet and you too insecure.
For sure.
Why is your whole relationship correlated to somebody liking your fucking pictures? Why do you give a fuck? If Chris Brown wasn't liking your pictures and you was texting Chris Brown and talking to Chris Brown, you wouldn't give a fuck. You would listen to anything and everything Chris Brown said. If it was Drake, if it was whoever, any man that you valued or revered, if it was an NFL player or a basketball player, you wouldn't give a fuck if they was liking your pictures because you know that it's bigger than that. But because you're dealing with this man and you don't respect him enough, you're trying to find anything to correlate the entire relationship on, which is an Instagram like. And you're a low
Yeah.
level, low minded woman. Respectfully, you're a low level and low minded woman because instead of you looking at all the other things that he does, he probably makes you feel safe. He probably makes you feel comfortable. He probably communicates well. He probably is doing all the other stuff that men should do in a relationship. You trying to find something to negatively bring it down, which is a fucking Instagram like. That's not that
Yeah.
important. So I think you need to grow up. I think you need to grow up, and I think you need to get out of that mentality of this modern day woman. My whole life and personality is revolved around social media. So I think you need to live in reality.
Yeah. But what Kayla said in the comments is like, why is he liking everyone else's but mine? Is that like kind of weird or?
Who gives a fuck? If it was Chris Brown, you wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If Chris Brown was liking every other girl's pictures but yours, you wouldn't question anything. You wouldn't even give a fuck because it's Chris Brown, right?
Yeah.
Right. So why would the correlation not be to why would that mentality not be to the guy that you got now? Why wouldn't it correlate to Chris Brown? Just because he got money, he
Yeah.
can dance, and he's attractive. Why is he getting the upfront respect that the man that has talking to you is showing you love? Why is he not getting that? I'm not saying that he should be liking other girls' pictures, but let me ask you this question: are y'all together?
No.
So
But he
then,
said he does have feelings for me,
so
whatever that
what?
means.
So fucking what? Y'all aren't together, so he don't have to do anything. But you don't know Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't never took you on no date. That just shows the low level mentality that you and a lot of other modern women like yourself think. Because a man can sing and dance and he has money, you're gonna give him upfront respect. This nigga has 3 different baby mothers with 3 different children, and he has a domestic violence case where he beat the fuck out of Rihanna, even though she hit him first. He beat her ass. Y'all women, y'all are the same women that say y'all don't deal with men with kids. Y'all are the same women that say you don't like men that abuse women. But y'all are the same women because he can sing and dance and got money that will give him the utmost respect for doing nothing. He ain't took you on no date. He ain't text you. He ain't talked to you. He know you fucking exist. You'll treat him in a better light than you will treat a man that actually is giving you some type of attention. That is backwards logic, and this is exactly why when y'all come around good men, y'all don't treat them correctly. Y'all treat the good men like shit, and the bad men, y'all continue to deal with those men, and then when those bad men fuck you over, you blame all the other guys. When it's really the fact that you have the issue and you're a low-minded woman, and you don't know how to choose men or respect men in a proper way.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Welcome. Appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
What's up
Hi.
with it?
Sorry. I
Yeah.
just have another question. Is there a difference between a man cheating versus a woman cheating? Because I feel like if you're cheating, it means you don't respect or love that person. But I've been getting like different answers saying that men can still love a woman while still cheat or, have multiple like side pieces or whatever. So I just want your input on that, please.
Yeah, they can. Men can love multiple women, or men can love a woman and cheat on her. And the reason why is because men don't correlate sex with feelings. So if you cheat on your boyfriend, TB, you're cheating on your boyfriend with a dude that you like, with a dude that you can see yourself with. You ever notice how when men cheat on a girl, 9 times out of 10 is usually a girl that's not on her level?
Yeah.
So a dude that got a woman that's a 9, not just looks, but just overall mentality, womanhood, everything. Let's say she's a 9 on a scale of 10. He'll cheat on that 9 with a 5. So women get confused. They like, why would you cheat on her with her? So you want to be with her? No, it's not that
Yeah.
he want to be with her. He likely want to keep his main girl and have sex on the side. And I'm not saying it's okay. It's still wrong. But men are naturally non-monogamous. You can have sex with 100 dudes, but only one of them gonna get you pregnant. If I have sex with 100 women, I can get all of them pregnant as long as they're not sleeping with nobody else. So the way we view sex and cheating is completely different. It's not the same. Now I'm not saying the one is okay. If you cheating is wrong if you made a contract with this woman, fellas or ladies. The point that I'm making is men and women don't cheat for the same reasons. Men cheat for sexual access, women cheat for longevity for relationships.
Okay. Another question. If you're married, isn't that even worse? Like, why
Absolutely.
do men still risk like cheating on their wives, knowing that like she can take half of his shit or half of his assets and just like all this like shit show, knowing that this is gonna happen? Like, why do men still do that?
Because they want to get their dick wet. It's that simple. I mean, cheating is not gender specific though. You know, women cheat too, right?
Yeah, women do cheat too. They're just as foul. I understand that.
Yeah, but I mean, you asking for the male side, so yeah. But I mean, men cheat because they just for sexual actions. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. But yeah, I'm a completely against adultery. Definitely against your wife. That's bullshit.
Okay. Well, as long as he's honest, I guess. Just be like, hey, like, I'm going to cheat. It's gonna happen, and et cetera, et cetera.
But it's the
As
thing,
long as you're
TD,
honest.
this the thing though. Most of y'all women would accept a man cheating if he was valuable enough. You wouldn't even call it cheating. I'm gonna give you the Chris Brown example. If Chris Brown said, "I want you to be my main girl, but I might have sex on the side, maybe a few times a year with a couple women on my shows. I'm not gonna give him no babies. I ain't gonna have no STDs, and it's not gonna be no drama from the women. You get to be with me. You get to live life in luxury. I'm still gonna treat you and love you according to everything else that you're looking for. But I'm gonna give me some pussy on the side. You wouldn't give a fuck because you'll be in a big ass house in a private jet. You wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, especially what happened to like Conor McGregor and his fiance
She didn't go
or
nowhere.
girlfriend, whatever.
She didn't
That
go
was
nowhere.
crazy.
He essayed a woman and he whooped her ass. But guess what? He's Conor
Yeah.
fucking McGregor. So she ain't gonna, because you can't go up from Conor. Where the fuck she gonna go? You're not getting another Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Look at Neo.
Yeah.
Somebody said, look at Neo. Neo got 4 wives. Men and women are not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Some men are like not replaceable. Honestly, women are more replaceable. I think that's what you're saying.
Depends on what you look at value as. You can say Chris Brown is not replaceable because if the only value you looking at is money, but Chris Brown is easily replaceable when it comes to up here, when it comes to his heart.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at he attractive and he got money and he can sing and dance, yeah, I guess sure. His status, he's probably not gonna get his status like that again. But there's more to a man than money and status. Like I said, I'll take the 6 over the 10 any day. I'll take a 6 who is a woman that will listen and be feminine and soft and love on me and be loyal, than a woman that's a 10 that's in the limelight and got the biggest ass and the prettiest face. I'll take that 6 because she's gonna be a better woman. So it depends on whatever you deem
Dealing
as
with a
valuable.
10 is not worth it. They're either going to give you headaches, they're not going to listen to you, they're going to keep partying, clubbing, post like thirst traps on the internet, and like become more masculine than you. It's not even worth it.
Exactly. You get it. You a lot farther than most women, I'll say. You get it.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. Thank you.
Nah, you're welcome. Appreciate you coming up.
Huh?
Yeah, she get it a little bit. Why does Chris Brown name hold so much rating in references? It holds weight because it proves my point every single time. The reason why I bring up Chris Brown is because I want to see how y'all logic applies. I'm gonna give you the reason why I do that. I give this example all the time, but I give y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all why I do that. Do y'all remember when Chris Brown was? He's still doing it now. But do y'all remember that whole attention that was going around when Chris Brown was taking those pictures with those women? They were spending thousands of dollars to take a picture with this nigga. Do y'all remember that? Let me know in the comments, TikTok, if y'all remember that. I'm sure y'all do. He's still doing it now, but y'all remember all those photos. Women was spending like $2,000-3,000, or maybe it was not that much, but they were spending like $1,000 to take a picture with the nigga. Okay, so y'all remember that. The reason why I bring up Chris Brown, the reason why that is always continuously used, and he still does it, yeah. And shout out to Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown's music, but I'm using him as an example because that's somebody that we will all know. But I'm gonna tell y'all exactly why I choose him. When that whole situation came about, I did a live stream on that, and the title of the live was talking about that situation where, because the guys that was like dealing with these women, they was like divorcing their wife, or I don't know if it was any divorces, but they was like leaving their girlfriends, they was calling off weddings, and dudes was leaving their fiancés and all of this stuff because they feel like it was disrespectful for them to be taking a sexualized picture with Chris Brown, or even to spend $1,000 to take a picture with a man. You know how fucking like, you know how like immature and like how like you have to just not care about nothing. You would spend $1,000 to take a picture with a celebrity, but not take $1,000 and put it into the stock market, or take $1,000 and put it into some groceries or save it. You'll spend it on Chris Brown to take a picture with him, but that's neither here nor there. The reason why I bring him up is because I had a conversation on live with this about this situation. And I asked the women that were in the live, ladies, is this man insecure for leaving his girl, or are these men bad somehow because they don't want their girl taking pictures with Chris Brown? And the majority of the women were like, yeah, he insecure, he controlling, it's narcissism, all of the shame and shit that a lot of these dumb bitches use, right? So it's like, okay, cool. So let's flip it. If Chris Brown was your man, and he didn't even want you going to another artist show, he didn't want you taking a picture with another artist. Let's say Chris Brown wanted you to delete your Instagram. Would you do it? And is it controlling the narcissism? These same women who said it was controlling the narcissism because the average everyday guy that they talk to is don't want them taking a picture with Chris Brown. These same exact women didn't say that it was controlling narcissism when I gave them the same logic on the flip side, but even worse. So if Chris Brown said delete your Instagram, he don't want you going to no show, he don't want you taking no pictures with nobody, he don't want you doing nothing with no other dude. Is it still controlling the narcissism? And they all said no. So it just goes to show how low level minded the modern woman is. You'll give a guy that don't even know you exist just because he has money and can sing and dance and you're attracted to him. He gets upfront respect and high honor, and even like in the most proper way. But a man that has done work for you, the man that has talked to you, a man that has put in effort and work for you, you won't listen to him. And for the same exact behavior, he's controlling and the other one is not controlling. So the problem is this: it's not about the order or the behavior that man is exuding. It's who's giving it. So if Chris Brown say change your outfit, but if James from Office Max say change your outfit, and James from Office Max could be a great fucking guy, one of them is controlling and the other one is just being a guy. He's just being a man, and it's okay. So it goes to show how low level a lot of modern women think. That's really what it is. So that's why I always bring up Chris Brown, and it worked every single time, as y'all just saw. She would listen to Chris Brown doing the same thing, or she wouldn't give a fuck if Chris Brown was liking her pictures. But the guy that is putting in effort for this woman, her whole relationship is revolving around a low level minded thinking. That's crazy to me. It's insane to me. So that's why I bring that nigga up. Chris Brown has more overall value in their eyes, which they believe warrants their respect. That's the problem. But this is the thing. Value is more than a man having money and being able to sing and dance and being attractive. That's the point that I'm making. Because these are the same women who say they don't want a man with kids. They don't want a man who abuses women. Chris Brown got 3 different baby mamas and 3 different children, and he got a DV case. So he is literally the epitome of what these same exact women say that they don't want. But because he got money, it's okay. So it's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. So it's not about the DV case. It's not about the kids. It's not about the abuse. It's about money and looks. So it's the same thing that destroys these women. And when they become a baby mother, and it's not even just Chris Brown. This correlates to even in the local level. It don't even have to be Chris Brown. Implement any man that they deem as valuable in place of Chris Brown. So it could just be some 6'2" hood nigga dude that's in a city. But because he attractive and he a hustler, he's selling a couple, you know what, and getting a couple dollars, he can do the same shit and be the fuck boy that they complain that they hate so bad, and be the abusive ass, narcissistic ass, controlling ass, bottom of the barrel ass nigga, and do the same exact shit, but they'll accept it. But if the good guy come along, they against it because he not 6'2", he ain't dark skinned, he ain't whatever the fuck they revere as in an idealistic setting. So they get fucked over by these bullshit niggas, the fuck boys, and then they blame all men for their bad decision making is because they couldn't close their motherfucking legs. So that's the reason why I bring that up. It's calling out their own contradiction in the bullshit that they speak on. Because if you a woman of value, a nigga having a couple dollars ain't finna get you out your mix up like that. A nigga being attractive ain't finna get you out your mix up like that. I ain't saying you gotta deal with a broke ass, bum, ugly nigga. Nah, you gotta have some standards as a woman. The point that I'm making is that shouldn't move you. Okay, he can sing and dance and he got money. That's you finna base your whole life on that? That shouldn't move you for real. That should never move you. I don't give a fuck how attractive a woman is. I'm taking the 6 over the 10 any day of the week if the 6 is a better woman. That's how I look at shit. Now, if you under a 6, you can kick rocks. You ugly. But I'll take the 6 and the 7 over the 9 and the 10 because the 6 and the 7 is going to be a better woman for longevity, for creating a lifestyle, for you know what I'm saying, dealing with it in a positive manner. That 10, she may be fine as fuck, but she a fucking bitch. So I'll take the 9 bitch any day of the week over the 10. So that's the difference between me and a lot of other motherfuckers.